Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So Dark Souls 3 finally hit worldwide, and I'm really proud to announce the first episode of the 100% walkthrough of Dark Souls 3. So we're going to do it just like we did in Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne. For anybody new to this series or didn't watch it, this is a walkthrough getting every single item of the game and showing you all the secrets. It is an item based walkthrough, so there's not going to be any lore, and there's not going to be any of me telling you when to level something up or recommending leveling up. It's just purely getting every single item and secret on the game, big or small. It's going to be everything. So today we're going to be doing the first episode, which is Cemetery of Ash. So let's get straight into it, guys. Right, so as soon as you choose your character and class and decided all that kind of stuff, we're going to head straight out to the right over here through this passageway. There's going to be a small soul, which is going to be the first item we're going to pick up on Dark Souls 3. As you can probably see, I've cut all the enemies out, or I've killed all the enemies beforehand as we pick up the Ashen Estus Flask, which is pretty much like an Estus Flask but for our mana bar. But yeah, all the enemies are going to be dead except the slightly important ones. Like if we go through here to the right, we are going to see this crystal beast, which I left in because it drops us quite an interesting item. So the enemies like this, the ones that don't really respawn, and the bosses are going to be left in. So yeah, so the crystal beast is probably going to be the first hardish kind of enemy. It's not that hard because you can dodge him really easy. But once you've killed him anyway, he'll drop you a Titanite scale, and there's going to be another soul in the corner, so make sure you don't miss that. The warrior does make the start of the game a lot easier than most of the other classes, so if you're new to the game, I probably do recommend using the warrior. As we continue through the Ashen Cemetery, or the Cemetery of Ash, sorry, and get to our first bonfire of the game. This bonfire actually gives us the gesture rest, so that kind of counts as an item, I guess. Once we've rested at that and cleared all the enemies out, we're going to head straight down this hill from the bonfire and jump straight ahead to where this big tree is. We're going to land on the tomb, and we're going to pick up our first Titanite Shards. So Titanite Shards on this game, they're like not that rare. They're like a lot rarer on the other Souls games. So that's good. So instead of heading into the boss to the left, we're going to hop down here in this corner, and we're going to pick up a few firebombs, and that's pretty much it for this area. Now we're just going to head down into the boss. So this boss is pretty easy. We're a warrior. You just buff up before taking the sword out, because though his health bar isn't appeared, you can actually attack him before his health bar appears. So yeah, you do quite a bit of damage. Even without the buff, would the actually do a lot of damage. So yeah, I'm going to leave this boss battle in anyway, just so you guys can see. I don't think I'll do this with all the bosses, or maybe speed them up or something. But yeah. So yeah, so far so good. The tutorial area, or the Cemetery of Ash, isn't really got much in it, but near the end there are some pretty cool secrets, I have to say. I'm really pleased with what they've done in this area, especially at the end. So make sure you stand by for that. So anyway, once we have killed this guy, it's going to give us the Coiled Sword or whatever, and there's going to be a bonfire here in the middle of the area. You can light it if you want. I mean, it's not that necessary, especially not to rest at it. He'll give you a few thousand souls, I believe 3,000 souls, but the crystal beast actually gives you more than him, but whatever. Through here, there's going to be a broken straight sword right in front of us. Coming down here, sticking to the left near the cliff, there's going to be Homeward Bone over there. So heading up this main hill to Firelink Shrine, there's an item over here if we stick to the right, but we're going to stick to the left, because if we do this, we're going to be able to get that item anyway. Before heading in Firelink Shrine, if you feel like it, you can go and level up already, but we're not in really much danger at the moment, so just stick to the left until we find these stairs with a tree. This is going to be the east-west shield. Before heading up to the guy, the NPC with the Uchigatana, we're just going to come over here above the entrance to Firelink Shrine and get an Ember. So these are like humanity on Dark Souls 3. Continuing over here, just go all the way to the end where these tombs are. There's going to be Homeward Bone, I believe. Yep, there's going to be a Homeward Bone just there. And now we're just going to hop on down over here to get the item I was mentioning before. This is the one we could have got if we stuck to the right heading up the hill, which is another Ember too. So at this point, I really recommend going to spend your souls to level up before facing the Uchigatana NPC. This is the first pretty difficult enemy on the game. It's not too bad, but you can cheese him off anyway if you get slightly lucky, you can knock him off the edge. Remember, if you do that, you're going to have to go back to the bonfire and rest before picking up the Uchigatana and his attire. So yeah, so once we've done that, here comes the really cool part about this area. So if we can get a hefty amount of 20,000 souls, we can come to the merchant and we can buy the tower key. So what the tower key is going to be doing is unlocking a pretty cool area in the tutorial. Or I say tutorial, can I call this a tutorial? I guess I can. Whatever. So we're going to come up here, but instead of heading out to the right, we're going to continue up to the left and come out to this area with the tree, this giant tree from Dark Souls 2. So these guys give you the seeds every time we encounter PvP. We can come back here and give you the seeds like they did in Dark Souls 2. So just to the left of the tower, there's going to be another little soul, and the key is going to open this tower here. So there is some really cool things up here. So just head up the tower, and once we come to this bridge, before continuing straight, we can see this roof, this orange roof. So you can drop down here, which we're going to do. If we go continue straight on the roof in the middle, we are going to be finding somebody really recognizable. Yeah, so Snuggly, don't think we have to explain much there. Helping down here, over here to the left, above the tree area, there's going to be a few Homeward Bones, and we're going to continue. And over here, there's going to be a little hole in the wall where we're going to be coming into, and we're going to be in kind of a above area of the Firelink Shrine. It's going to be an item over here to the left, which is going to be Estus Shards, which is really good to have in this early of the game. So we can take those to the blacksmith to get more Estus flasks. There's going to be our first illusionary wall here, which you open by hitting it, not with the X button, just in case anybody was wondering that. Hop down here to get a chest with the Silver Serpent ring in. That's it for this bit, so we have to drop down if we want to continue. But there's plenty more we can do with this tower, so the first thing we're going to do is head right back up and right back down onto the same roof we was on before. Head over here to the right this time and drop down into this corner. And around this corner there is going to be our first crystal listed in the game, which is going to give us some Twinkling Titanite, so that is pretty cool. There's two more things we can do up in this tower. This tower is literally filled with secrets. So yeah, so this time instead of jumping down, we're going to head into this elevator room. And as you can see, there's two items down, one each side. We're going to come over here to the left hand side, get a bit of a run up. You've got to land exactly on it. If not, like this invisible wall will push you off. You've got to be quite skillful about this jump to get the Firekeepers set. So once we've done that, just heal yourself if you're low on health and hop down to get the Estus Ring. And this door in here, over here, sorry, is going to take us out to behind where the Uchigatana NPC was. So yeah, all makes sense. One last trip up the tower. This time in the elevator room, we're actually going to take the elevator all the way to the top. And this is going to get us our final item in this episode, which is going to be a Firekeeper Sword. So I'm pretty happy with this first episode. There's a fair amount of secrets, especially with the tower key and all that in this first episode. I didn't miss anything, or at least I don't think so. If I did happen to miss anything, please let me know in the comments. If this guide was helpful, please let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please go like and subscribe if you did. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter. You can support this channel directly on Patreon, which is much appreciated. We'll see you next time, guys.